From the Weather Authority, here's Steve LaNore.
Thunderstorm right on top of the Highway 75 corridor. Also, as you can see, a fair amount of lightning. These white lightning bolts are less than 5 minutes old. And we're measuring some rainfall here at the station, over 1 inch per hour. And the Doppler radar estimates matching up pretty well with that. So torrential rain, luckily it won't last very long. These storms are moving fairly steadily to the east and northeast, about 35 miles per hour. So not enough to cause any major flooding, but definitely making it hard to hear a conversation inside your house this evening. And you can see it goes right up Highway 75 just to the east of Durant, around Blue, Oklahoma, up to Atoka, and on up toward McAllister. The primary element in all of these storms, very heavy rainfall and some occasional lightning. No indication of severe weather. In fact, throughout the evening, despite several warnings, no actual reports of any damage. That's some great news there. You can see how this is pretty much a solid line of storms now, right up and down Highway 75. Now, the actual front is lagging behind that by about 40 miles. So the front has just come through Ada, Sulphur, and Ardmore in the last hour. Once the front passes, you're out of the woods on any chance for severe weather, and the front moving about 25 miles per hour forward speed. So here are some ETAs for you on when that front will pass. It'll come through Sherman, right about 12 o'clock midnight or so. Paris by about 2 a.m. And once it's leaving Texoma about 2 a.m., we're done with any threat for severe weather. And folks, there was some confusion on Facebook tonight. I said there was a very low risk of a tornado east of Highway 75. Very low risk. Not that we're going to get one, okay? I can't rule out an isolated tornado in our eastern counties because that's where the wind shear is highest, but it's unlikely to see one anywhere in Texoma tonight, so that's the good news there. TMC time lapse. Now watch this. First of all, we start to get the shelf cloud approaching. That's the lowering of the cloud deck ahead of the storm, and quite ominous looking at night, but that's all that is. And then, of course, the rain cometh, and it's been pouring here at the KXII studios. Our time lapse sponsored by Glen Polk Autoplex and Supercenter in Gainesville. The numbers right now ahead of the front, it's unseasonably warm in the low to mid 60s. Behind the front, it does drop off a little bit, 52 with the north wind now in Duncan, and that front will continue to pass through the area overnight. So again, only a very low risk of a tornado in our maximum wind shear region. We're talking Paris, Bonham, maybe back to Hugo, but the odds are very good you won't see one. Isolated winds to 60 miles per hour are possible in the stronger storm cores. We haven't seen any of that strong tonight. Max wind we saw was 49 miles per hour. Big thing, heavy rain with these storms due to an unseasonably moist atmosphere just ahead of our cold front. Now, once the front pushes through, it's kind of all over. You'll start to get windy and cooler overnight, and we probably have some sunshine to have breakfast with on your Wednesday morning as this system pushes rapidly to the east. Folks, it's going to be beautiful tomorrow with high pressure, just a bit of a breeze, a lot of sunshine, and then this front coming in on Thanksgiving, you're like, oh no, but relax, it's a dry front. We don't have any moisture for that one, so we'll have a pretty day on Thanksgiving. In fact, with the high pressure to our east and a southerly wind, we could hit 70 degrees, unseasonably warm for Turkey Day 2016. Your high-risk futurecast shows these storms. It's initialized them very well where they're at right now, and it pushes them rapidly east. That makes sense based on the movement of the front. So it should all be over in a couple more hours. If you're watching from west of Sherman, Denison, or Durant, it's pretty much already winding down for you. So overnight, we'll end that chance of storms from west to east over the next several hours. Now, we'll get cooler behind this front. We'll go down to 48 in the morning, and that means some drier air coming in for tomorrow. We'll get rid of this muggy stuff. Looking at 63 tomorrow, which is about the average for this time of the year. Bit of a breeze, northwest about 10 to 20. Not too shabby for the day before Thanksgiving. Now on Thanksgiving itself, about 70 degrees. And through the holiday weekend, looking really great, except there it is on Sunday. There's a chance of rain as another front comes in from the west. And stick around. We'll be right back.